Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I filmed a fall makeup tutorial and this is the look that I came up with. I apologize about the lighting throughout this whole video. It's overcast and cloudy today, so the sun's been kind of going in and out. But if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so first, just to set the eyes, we're going to be using this creamy yellow shade from the Carly Bible Deluxe palette. And I already have MAC Pro Longwear Concealer on my eyes as a base for this cream shade. Next, we're going to be taking this light brown color from the same palette. And this is going to be used as our transition shade. So I'm just using a big fluffy brush to blend out this shade. And I'm just kind of going back and forth in windshield wiper motions. And then I will also use circular motions. And this technique just keeps things nice and smooth and blended out. Okay, so next we're going to be taking this milk chocolate shade from the Morphe 350 palette. And I'm just focusing on the outer part of my crease. I'm also bringing it down to my lower lash line just to get a little bit of that smoky effect. Next, I'm taking this warmer, more red brown shade. And y'all, I was getting so annoyed with the lighting right here. But anyways, back in action. We're just going to take this shade and keep it pretty low, focusing it in the very outer crease of the eye. And as you can see, I'm kind of just wiggling it around as I'm blending it out, and that will help it from looking choppy. Okay, so now I'm just blending all of that out with the same brush that we used earlier while putting on that milk chocolate shade. I believe it's the Sigma E35 brush, and this is just a little bit more dense than the fluffy brush that we used for the transition shade. And I'll make sure and put all of the brushes that I use throughout this video in the description box. Alright, so now I'm going to go back into this palette with the light brown shade that we used earlier, and I'm just going to be blending everything out with this again. Now I'm taking this bronzy gold shade and I'm just going to pop that on the lid. And I prefer using my fingertips to apply shades like these because I feel like when you use a brush you have to keep packing and packing, but the fingertip makes it a lot easier. Now I'm taking this darker bronze color from the Morphe 350 palette, and I'm just layering this one on top of the previous color that we put on the lid because I felt like that one was a little too orange and I wanted it to be more of a cool tone bronze, if that makes sense. Now I'm going to go in with this Tarte liner, and it's called So Fine, and it's just a liquid liner. And this is actually a really good liquid liner. I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for one. It's super black and it goes on really nicely. I'm going to go in with this Costa Riche eyeliner by MAC, and I'm just going to line my tight line with this. And now I'm going in with the Anastasia Brow Definer in Ebony. I will first kind of define the bottom of my brow and the tail, and then I will do the top, and after that I will just kind of fill in and feather it out so that it looks pretty natural. I'm just taking a cotton pad with a little bit of makeup remover on it, and I'm just removing the fallout that fell underneath my eyes from all of the eyeshadow. And you definitely want to make sure that you're doing this when you're using any like shimmery colors with a lot of fallout or just super pigmented mattes, anything like that, because it's important to have a nice clean base for your face. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in and prime my face with the best primer, my favorite of all time. It's the Smashbox Primer Water. And after I spray it on my face, I always like to go in and kind of just blend it out with my beauty blender. Next, I'm applying the MAC Strobe Cream, and I love this so much. I just started using this. It makes your face look so glowy and pretty and really healthy. Now I'm taking my baby, the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I'm just going to put that on my hand and blend it out with my beauty blender. And I don't know if y'all can tell in my other tutorials, but I put on my foundation with one eye like squinted. I know it sounds so weird, it looks weird, but it just helps me. I don't know. I actually saw this on Nicole Guerrero's channel and I was like, oh my gosh, I do the same exact thing. It's so weird, but I feel like it helps like put it on precisely. Now I'm going to go in and do some highlighting and concealing with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and the Maybelline Fit Me. I'm using the shade NC15 and the MAC Pro Longwear, and then for the Fit Me Concealer I'm using the shade Light. So first I'm taking the Pro Longwear Concealer and I'm going to place this in the innermost part of my under eye, and then on my nose, my chin, and my forehead. And I'm applying this concealer closer to my inner eyes because it's going to brighten it more because it's the lighter concealer. And then this Maybelline Fit Me concealer is a little bit more close to my skin tone. So I'm just going to drag that down and go over everywhere else that I put the lighter one. And now I'm just going in with my damp beauty blender and I'm just going to blend this out everywhere. Okay, so after I blend out all of my concealer, I always go in with the other side of the beauty blender and I kind of just go over everything so that there's no harsh like highlight or any unevenness. To set my concealer, I'm going to bake with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Now I'm going in with some of that powder on just a fluffy brush for the face, and I'm just going to set the rest of my face with that. And after I set the rest of my face, I'm just going to dust off the excess powder that I baked with. Alright, so before I do the rest of my face makeup, I'm going to put on some Carmax because I'm going to be wearing a matte lip, and we all know how drying those can be sometimes. To contour, I'm just going to be taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette with the two lighter colors, and I'm just going to bronze my face up with this. Next, I'm taking the lightest contour shade, and I'm just going to define the cheekbones with this. And I'm also going to go in and contour my nose and the rest of my forehead. I'm also going to go in and define my jawline a little bit. And the brush I'm using is the Morphe M523. I love this brush for contouring. It's so good. Definitely one of my favorites. Now I'm applying MAC's Warm Soul for blush, and I'm using an E4 brush by Morphe. This is another one of my favorite brushes. It's so good for blush. It applies it perfectly and flawlessly. I'm going to highlight with this beautiful gold color from the Carly Bible palette. For my lower lash line, I'm going to go in and mix these two colors from the Morphe 350 palette and just pop that under the lash line. Now I'm going in with this light brown shade, and I'm just going to blend that out. Next, I'm going to go in with this bronzy gold color, and I'm just going to pop that in my inner tear duct by the lower lash line. Now I'm going in with this white creamy shade that we used in the very beginning, and I'm just going to highlight my brow bone. I'm going in with this mascara by L'Oreal. It's called Lash Paradise, and it is the best mascara I've ever used, hands down. It lengthens your lashes, volumizes them, it's super black, it's beautiful, I love it. And now, just to set the face and lay all the powders down, I'm going to drown myself in Fix Plus. Okay, so before doing my lips, I'm just going to blot some of that chapstick off. And now for my lips, I'm going to go in with one of Kylie's lip kits in the shade Ginger. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and comment any other tutorials that you'd like to see, and I will see you guys next time.